and provost here at Pennsylvania College of Technology. This commencement ceremony begins with the entrance of the candidates for graduation from the schools of Industrial and Engineering Technologies, Integrated Studies, and Natural Resources Management from the Pennsylvania College of Technology. Please join me in welcoming the candidates for graduation. Ladies and gentlemen and candidates, entering next are the Pennsylvania College of Technology faculty and administration, led by the school deans. The platform party will complete the processional.
What so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our there? Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Seated in the auditorium today are family and friends who have in many different ways supported these candidates to reach the goal represented by this ceremony. On the platform are the faculty and staff who've motivated, encouraged, and inspired these students as they completed their coursework and their college experience. And before us are the candidates for graduation who've become good friends, mentors, colleagues, developing relationships that will serve them well as they move into the future together. We join then as members of an extended support network to celebrate our involvement with these candidates and to witness their accomplishment. And that celebration now begins. Presiding over the May commencement ceremony is the president of the Pennsylvania College of Technology, Dr. Davy Jane Gilmore.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Oh, good, they're awake. Welcome to our beautiful Community Arts Center and to this commencement ceremony honoring the class of 2012. Today, you class members become part of a proud Penn College legacy. For nearly 100 years, this institution has provided a foundation for success for men and women who wish to thrive in a changing world. Many challenges have faced the graduates over the years. There have been times of war, times of peace, times of economic growth, often inspired by emerging technologies, and times of economic recession. At all times, our institution's mission has been to prepare its graduates to enter the workforce capably and confidently and to earn advancement into positions that will influence the future. As we celebrate your commencement today, we also look forward to the contributions you will make in the days to come. This is truly a ceremony that honors the past, the present, and most importantly, your future. As we appreciate the effort you have put forth in order to reach this milestone, I ask you each to take time today to gratefully acknowledge the support you have received from your family, your friends, and your faculty and staff mentors. This day is important to all of us because you are important to all of us. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this very special day that you and your loved ones will remember forever.
I'd like to now introduce Mr. Elliot Strickland, Chief Student Affairs Officer.
President Gilmore, Chairman Dunham, Provost Starkey, distinguished faculty and staff, family, friends, and most importantly, the graduating class of May 2012. It is my great pleasure to introduce your student commencement speaker. Now, being the student commencement speaker is an incredible honor, but it also comes with a great deal of responsibility. As a single individual serves as a representative of the entire graduating class. The individual is selected based on the totality of their work and contributions during their academic career. The more I learned about Allison Bites, the more impressed I became. Her personal accomplishments and commitment to Penn College are incredibly impressive, and she is richly deserving of the honor of representing her graduating class. Outside of the classroom, Allison was extremely involved in Gamma Epsilon Tau, the Honor Society for Graphic Communications. She served as the secretary during the 2009-2010 academic year and as president for the last 2 academic years. She has also been inducted into Alpha Chi Honor Society, which promotes academic excellence and exemplary character among junior and senior college students. Alice has served the college as a lab assistant and as a student assistant in mail and document services as part of her internship. And Allison's impressive talents have also been acknowledged outside of the college. In 2010, she participated in the Gutenberg Awards, which recognizes exceptional achievement nationally in the field of graphic arts. She won first place in the spot color lithography and second place in the spot color flexography competitions. Later tonight, Allison will be awarded the Harvey Martin Award, which is the faculty-selected graduation award in graphic arts for commitment to the profession and love for the major. And today, she will earn a Bachelor of Science degree in Graphic Communications Management with minors in Business Administration and Management, graduated summa cum laude. Allison graduates with a major GPA of 4.0 and a graduation GPA of 3.96. And for you doing the math, that is 1B in 4 years of college. It gives me great pleasure to introduce your 2012 student commencement speaker, Miss Allison Bites.
Thank you, Mr. Strickland. I am honored and blessed to be chosen as today's speaker for this commencement and class representative of this class of 2012. On behalf of the class of 2012, I would like to take this time to thank the administration, the faculty, fellow classmates, and families for helping all of us achieve what we have accomplished during our time here at Penn College. Personally, I would like to thank my professors, family, and friends for all of your love and support. It has truly been a blessing these past 4 years, and I thank you. When it came to writing this speech, I will admit I had no idea what to say. I decided to look back at when I first came to Penn College, and I realized that my fellow classmates have made the same journey. Many of us came from a small town looking for big dreams. Some have came here to start anew in a place far from home. Some of you came here strictly for the degree, and some for the college experience. Whatever your reason for coming to Penn College was, I hope that you achieved what you set out to do. I came to Penn College looking to reach my goal of obtaining a degree in graphic communications. Here I am today, achieving it. But looking back, I realize I have achieved so much more, and this college has meant so much more to me. Through the years, my classmates have become my friends and neighbors. My professors have become my friends and acquaintances. The college staff have become my coworkers. This college has become my home for the past 4 years, as I'm sure it has for many of you. It's true that we all have acquired knowledge, independence, and understanding, but what some of us don't realize is that we have achieved much more here. We have gained friends, family, and memories during our time here. I have personally formed relationships with a list of friends who have become almost family. One is almost like a sister to me. I became a sister-in-law and an aunt during these past 4 years, and it is here at Penn College that I became engaged and am beginning to plan a new life with my fiancé. I am starting a new life here today, and I'm ready to bring all that I have gained here with me. To you, my fellow graduates, I ask that you take the time to look back and appreciate what you have accomplished. Look at the knowledge, the friends, the good and bad times, and make sure to create a place for them in your new life. Thank those who have made this possible for you, those who have supported you and loved you through this whole experience. But most of all, thank everyone who's made such an impact in your life, and take time to realize all that you have gained these years spent at Penn College. I know that when my children grow up and ask me what I learned in college, it won't simply be what I learned in classes. It won't be the printing methods, and it won't just be the managerial processes or sentence structure. I will also tell them what I learned from my friends, my family, and my coworkers. I will share with them the memories of years past spent here at Penn College, and how all of that collectively made me who I am today. I hope that you too feel the same way. This place has truly become a home for most of us, and like every other home we have, we take a small piece of it with us. So remember the good and the bad times, and be thankful for all that you have gained. because today is the day that we, class of 2012, begin making new friends, new family, and new memory. Congratulations. Thank you.
Teaching is what makes Penn College thrive, and we place a high value on the teaching and learning process. Each year, we recognize those members of our faculty who have demonstrated qualities of excellence and dedication to make it necessary for our students to be successful. The Distinguished Teaching Awards are presented each May at commencement to full-time faculty members who have not been nominated by their students and colleagues for their excellence in instructional performance. Since 1982, 89 Distinguished Teaching Awards have been presented. That was a good segue for the music I heard. Today, we will be recognizing a member of the faculty who has been nominated by multiple individuals and who has served at the college for a number of years. It is with great pleasure that I share some of the qualities that this year's honoree has been noted for. She is professional inside and outside the classroom. I just gave it away to half of the room. She is the driving force that keeps the department moving forward. A confident teacher who daily wears a smile. Real, humble, and born a teacher. Has worked with students with disabilities to help them succeed. Involved in FYE, Smart Girls, Career Day, and the Middle States Self-Study Group. This year's distinguished teacher holds a Bachelor of Science in Technology Management, as well as a Master's of Education from Wilkes University. Our award winner started at Penn College in July 1990 as a CAD technology specialist with the Technology Transfer Center and was promoted to assistant professor in 2002. It is with great pleasure that I present the 2012 Distinguished Teaching Award to Mrs. Catherine Walker. Okay, so now you know why I panicked. I watched for her to walk in with the faculty and I didn't see her. So I only had a slight panic. Congrats. So, would you like to say something? A few words. Okay.
This is truly an honor and truly a surprise. And I am very blessed to have the job I have and to work with such wonderful students and wonderful colleagues. And I wish all the graduates luck and success in the future, and thank you very much. All right, thank you.
My heart is back to normal now. The Distinguished Alumni Award is presented to a graduate of the Pennsylvania College of Technology or its forerunners, the Williamsport Area Community College or the Williamsport Technical Institute. This graduate would be someone who has demonstrated the importance of education by making significant contributions in the field, serving as an active community member, and demonstrating a commitment to the college and to community relations. Today, we are very proud to present the 2012 Distinguished Alumni Award to Mr. William Gamber, a member of the Williamsport Technical Institute class of 1959. Bill earned a 2-year certificate in tool making, and he used his education to secure a job with Flinch-Bra Products, where he received his journeyman's papers. He went on to work as a tool and die maker for RCA, and later was employed by AMP Incorporated, which is now Tyco Electronics, where he eventually earned a supervisory position. But his career path led him back to the family business, Dutch Gold Honey, where he was part of a 4-person workforce, including his parents and his wife. Bill's machining education was put to good use in the business when he set up a small machine shop at the plant. The business grew, his father eventually retired, and Bill became the company's president. Today, he is semi-retired. He serves as the chairman of Dutch Gold Honey, which now employs 90 people and is the nation's largest independent honey company, producing 55 million pounds of honey each year. That is staggering. Bill is co-owner and chairman of Gamber Container Company, Incorporated, a partner in the Dutch Gold Business Center, and vice president and co-owner of NRG Foods, Incorporated, a company that specializes in honey-based energy bars, chews, and gels. A leader in his industry, Bill has served in various roles, including chairman of the National Honey Board, which conducts research, marketing, and promotion of honey and honey products for the U.S. Department of Agriculture. His community service includes serving as a director of the Gamber Foundation, which supports local charities, research for the honey industry, and scholarships for children of Dutch Gold Honey employees. He also served for a time his local Parks and Recreation Committee and was inducted into the National Wrestling Hall of Fame in 2002. Bill and his wife have celebrated more than 50 years of marriage, and they share two children and 7 grandsons. Bill has referred to his family's success in turning a backyard beekeeping hobby into a thriving national business as the culmination of the American dream, and he suggests that there are a lot more dreams out there in America today. I have no doubt there are dreamers right here today in the class of 2012. It is my honor, then, to introduce to you one successful American dreamer, our 2012 Distinguished Alumni Award recipient, Mr. William R. Gamber.
President Dr. Jane Gilmore, staff and faculty, this is a great honor that you don't expect this when you go through life, but I had a partner with me all those years, my wife Kitty. For 50 years we've been married. She's sitting right down there, and I couldn't have done it without her. 53 years ago, I was where you guys are, and gals, and Williamsport Technical Institute opened the world to me. When I left here, going south on Route 15, the world just opened up. I was always a person that had goals, and I went after those goals. I wanted to be the best tool and die maker. Whatever I got into, I wanted to be the best. And you just got to take advantage of your luck. Luck's out there, but you got to take advantage of it. So I'm one of those lucky guys, and I really appreciate what the Williamsport Tech has done for me. Thank you.
The Alumni Achievement Award is presented to an individual who graduated from the college within the last 10 years and has demonstrated the importance of a Penn College education through noteworthy professional accomplishments or dedicated volunteer service. This year's Alumni Achievement Award recipient is Matthew Gross, member of the class of 2006. Matt earned an Associate of Applied Science degree in Plastics and Polymer Technology in 2006, and he continued his education, earning a bachelor's and master's degree from the Pennsylvania State University. Today, he is the youngest member of the Materials and Process Engineering Group at Ball Aerospace and Technologies Corporation, a subsidiary of the packaging company known for its familiar Ball canning jars. Ball Aerospace has contributed to hundreds of NASA projects, including the Hubble Space Telescope, Deep Impact, and the Mars rover lander. The company also supports the missions of such national agencies as the Department of Defense and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. While he was a Penn College student, Matt was a member of the Campus Crusade for Christ and the Society of Plastics Engineers student chapter. He was a plastics program ambassador, introducing the plastics industry to high school students, and he worked with the college's Plastics Manufacturing Center, which is known today as the Plastics Innovation and Resource Center. He founded the Outdoor Adventure Club and competed in the Quad College Business Plan Challenge. Matt plans to use his professional experience to serve the world community by establishing a plastics company to provide products and employment opportunities in Rwanda, one of the poorest nations in the world. He has visited Rwanda twice, and in an effort to establish a company that would manufacture drinking bottles and PVC pipe to be used for water transportation. These two products will help combat water shortages and the need to travel great distances to secure safe drinking water in that country. Matt and his wife live in Boulder, Colorado, where they enjoy the outdoor life and coffee they home roast and brew, single origin beans from around the world. It is my honor to introduce to you the recipient of the 2012 Alumni Achievement Award, Matthew Gross.
Thank you.
Would you like to say something?
Thank you. I want to make it clear that I'm not the one deserving of the award tonight. I'm extremely humbled and honored to receive it, but it's really those that facilitated me to get to this point, my wife, my family, those of you on the stage, and others out there. I'm extremely grateful for that, so this is for you. And before I leave the stage, I want to leave you with two truths. You're going to forget who I am and that I ever got this award, but I just ask you to reflect on these two truths and see how they might apply to your life. The first is, when you get to the top, there's nothing there. When you get to the top, there's nothing there. Deion Sanders, after winning the Super Bowl, has said this in an interview. After winning my Super Bowl, I sat in the hotel room after ordering my first Lamborghini and realized at that point all my attained or entertained goals of my life had now been reached, and I was emptier than ever. Ravi Zacharias, an American apologist of our time, was interviewing a very well-known author, and the author was asked this simple question: what is it that you know now that you wish you would have known then? And he answered quickly and said, what it is that I know now that I wish I would have known then is that when I get to the top, there's nothing there. And I'm not saying that the dream and the desire to do well and succeed is bad, but when you make something that is good it ultimately becomes destructive. So remember that. And the second truth follows that, and it's that don't use these skills that you've learned for yourself. And that follows that first truth very closely. Find someone in your community, here, far away, globally, that can use your skills, and build a relationship with them and seek to use your skills to answer that problem that they're lacking. So I just challenge you with that tonight. So those two truths, once again, when you get to the top, there's nothing there. And second, don't waste these skills on yourself and use them to better this world. So thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, as many of you know, the legal corporate body of the Pennsylvania College of Technology is its board of directors. This is the body that, by our charter, is given final responsibility for the governance, welfare, and all other interests pertaining to the college. Though some responsibilities are delegated, ultimate authority rests with the board. At this time, I'd like to call upon Dr. Robert Dunham, Chairman of the Board of Directors, to authorize the conferring of degrees at this ceremony. Dr. Dunham.
Thank you, Provost Starkey. President Gilmore, members of the faculty, friends and family, and of course, the class graduating in 2012. I know this is a very special day for you. The degrees being awarded here in just a few minutes have come from your hard work and dedication, from the guidance and wisdom of the faculty, and from the very strong support from your family and friends. On behalf of the Board of Directors of the Pennsylvania College of Technology, I want to congratulate each of you on your achievement, and to also thank family and friends and faculty for your strong support all along. And now for my official duties. Dr. Gilmore, on behalf of the Board of Directors of the Pennsylvania College of Technology, I authorize you on behalf of the board to award degrees to these candidates as certified by their appropriate deans.
Will the candidates for Bachelor of Science degree please rise? Dr. Gilmore, upon recommendation of the faculty, I'm pleased to inform you that these men and women have satisfactorily completed the requirements for the Bachelor of Science degree.
Thank you. By virtue of the authority conferred upon me by the Board of Directors of the Pennsylvania College of Technology, I do hereby confer upon you the Bachelor of Science degrees you have earned with all of the rights and privileges, and with congratulations from the Board of Directors, the faculty, and the administration. Congratulations. You may be seated.
Will the candidates for all associate degrees and certificates please rise? Dr. Gilmore, upon recommendation of the faculty, I'm pleased to inform you that these men and women have satisfactorily completed the requirements for their respective associate degrees and certificates.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Directors of the Pennsylvania College of Technology, I do hereby confer upon you the associate degree and certificates that you have earned, with all of the rights and privileges, and with congratulations from the Board of Directors, the faculty, and the staff. Congratulations. You can remain standing, and will the baccalaureate graduates please rise as well. Ladies and gentlemen, you entered this theater some time ago as candidates for the certificates and degrees that you have earned. A few moments ago, you had those degrees conferred upon you. As a symbol of your entry into the world of educated women and men, I ask you to join me as I turn the graduation tassel of your class representative. This symbolizes that you now graduated from the Pennsylvania College of Technology. Congratulations. You may be seated. As individuals and institutions, we all pass through clear stages of development, points in time where we grow in new roles and new responsibilities. This ceremony is a transition event for all graduates. Today, we will recognize individuals with academic honors. Outstanding academic achievement will be recognized for all students. The gold, silver, or white cords worn during the ceremonies, white for honors, silver for high honors, and gold for highest honors, will identify these students to everyone. In addition, we are proud to recognize the graduates who are members of Phi Theta Kappa with gold stoles and tassels. We are also proudly recognizing the graduates of the Alpha Chi Honor Society, and they will have white stoles on their regalia today. I'd now like to recognize our veterans. They will be identified by the red, white, and blue cords that they wear today, and we have a number who are graduating who have served on active duty, as well as those serving in all branches of the military. And I would ask our veterans to please stand. If you'll remain standing. I'd like to tell you a little bit about our Penn College veterans. 3 of them have been awarded the Purple Heart. 4 of them have been awarded the Bronze Star. 70 of them have been awarded the Iraq Campaign Medal, and 17 of them have been awarded the Afghanistan Campaign Medal. We are very proud of our veterans. Thank you for your service. You may be seated. You may be seated. At this time, Carolyn Strickland, the Assistant Vice President for Academic Services, and the respective school representatives will present the candidates. Now, in front of us, we have the official photographers, and we know that you'd like to come and capture your moment as well. We simply ask that you're very careful to provide room for the graduates to come up and get their diplomas and to not block the official photographer. And if you're ready, we're ready. You ready?
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of Civil Engineering Technology and Surveying Technology within the School of Industrial and Engineering Technologies.
Hugh Carlton Austin. Kathleen Ruth Hurwitz. Corey A. Bloom. Sean Michael Shannon. John Theo Weaver II. Zachary Lewis Bixby. Daniel R. Crosby. Robert Thomas Curran. Tyler J. Karstetter. Lance W. Kennedy. Dylan Thomas James Lackey. John R. Schwenk. Matthew Ryan Druckenmiller. Atlee James Eshelman. Zachary A. Hay. Ryan D. Jones. Matthew Earl McDevitt. Ryan J. McDonald. Daniel Brian Meekins. Jeremy Daniel Miller. Corey R. Perry. Joseph C. Peters. Seth McKinnon Rarick. Andrew William Ryan. Ryan Patrick Smith. Donald Orman Stevenson. Joshua R. Strickland. Brendan Joseph West.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of Computer-Aided Product Design and Computer-Aided Drafting Technology within the School of Industrial and Engineering Technologies.
Christopher John Alabach. Zachary A. Blumenauer. Jeremy E. Doherty. Jason M. Rutkowski. Aziz O. Salou. Mitchell T. Black. Jeremy M. Four. Andrew J. Scarpelli. Scott B. Ziegler.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of Electronics and Computer Engineering Technology, Bachelor, Electronics and Computer Engineering Technology, Robotics and Automation, emphasis within the School of Industrial and Engineering Technologies.
Lee Edward Anderson. Christopher Allen Cole. Frank Martin Doherty. Stephen William Deal. Ryan Keith Fisher. Andrew Cody Mattis. Elliot Hanley Wilson. George Michael Akritas. Travis J. Boop. Georgette Nicole Grosso. James Michael Lundberg. Marcus Maseko. Kyle Andrew Rohde. Bruce Elias Slusser III. Brian Michael Warback.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of Manufacturing Engineering Technology, Automated Manufacturing Technology, Machine Tool Technology within the School of Industrial and Engineering Technologies.
Drew Kaufman. Luke J. Davies. Paul Andrew Deavy. Jared C. Cady. Sean B. Good. Noah Allen Catchmark. Todd Russell Schatz. Brent Matthew Bull. James M. Carroll. Stephen Edward Dannenhauer. Ellis David Dunkelberger. Maxwell Chase Keeler. Brian L. Guthrie. David Wayne Phillips. John Lewis Lefevre Jr. Michael Clifford Rhine. Patrick David Smith. Thomas G. Shea. Andrew J. Strickler. Glenn Robert Thomas. Kevin Eugene Swartz. Corey L. Wilner.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of Plastics and Polymer Engineering Technology and Plastics and Polymer Technology within the School of Industrial and Engineering Technologies.
Taryn Noah Todd. Ryan Michael Carney. John Joseph Colhammer IV. Martin W. Mensch. Ryan Lee Newman. Raymond P. Ocker. Jason Raymond Paris. Henry J. Sorgan V.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of Welding and Fabrication Engineering Technology Bachelors, Welding Technology Associates within the School of Industrial and Engineering Technologies.
Ashley Marie Baker. Tyler B. Beard. Thomas Keen Bigger. Eric M. Bradbury. Levi F. Castle. Travis Dane Eberlin. Shane Robert Farley.
Reese? Yeah.
Alex Reese Figueredo. Timothy L. Fox.
Yep.
Adam M. Hockenbrock. Dylan S. Murdoch. Andrew Nelson Meyer. Brett Ernest Stanley. Jason A. Talbert. Andrew M. Taylor. Edward L. Turner. Cody W. Wolf. Aaron R. Wright. Dennis Anthony Zielinski. Nicholas A. Anderson. Lee J. Asbeck. Derek Thomas Ban. Matthew James Bell. Jason Ronald Bob. William S. Bowman. Brian Michael Kappas. James Diley Dirth. William John Ebert. Robert John Forbes. Micah Elias Hoover. William Peter Cagle. Ryan Patrick McCullum.
Easy name.
Thank you. Tyler Joseph Smith. Bradley D. Spear. Aaron Christopher Stoltz.
Adam Douglas Urbano.
Adam Douglas Urbano. James Michael Weber.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of Advertising Art, Mass Media Communication, Graphic Communications Management, Graphic Communications Technology, and Graphic Design, all within the School of Integrated Studies.
Leanne Marie Falk. Gabriel Michael Brown and his service dog, Einstein. Cameron Dale Clemens. Ty Emil Jr. Aaron Joseph Gooch. Dylan P. Johnson. Samuel Benjamin Martinez. Donald James McEnany. Taylor C. Dodson. Meredith Renee Runshaw. Case W. Williamson. Stephen Michael Bartz. Stacy Marie Rupp. Brad Charles Bell. Samantha Jo Catlin. Amanda May Cropper. Cricket K. Eastabrook. Sarah K. Forney. Rebecca Catherine Jerome. Lauren C. Hollub. Brenda Y. Cobb. Lyndon Alexander Cachetta. Max A. Keeley. Jessica Lynn Maddox. Benjamin Richard Miller. Nathan Scott Santishan. Jessica Lee Seagraves. Brandon L. Snyder. Colby D. Walls. Amelia K. Ware. Mark William Wilson.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of General Studies and Individual Studies within the School of Integrated Studies.
Tynesha Tony Harris. Lynette G. DiPaolo. Amy Elizabeth Ierson. Leroy Joyner III. Anna Marie Manciette. Savannah D. Williams.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of Early Childhood Education, Applied Human Services, and Human Services within the School of Integrated Studies.
Allison Marie Adesano. Kelly Ann Bensinger. Justine J. Bursell. Carissa Marie Gilchrist. Caitlin Abigail Gummo. Jessica Ann Hawk. Jessica J. Keel. Kelsey N. Sampsell. Courtney Alyssa Witten. Tima Cummings. Wait a second. I want to make sure that's her name. Mario? Marina. Mario? Moreno. Mario Moreno. Rebecca J. Paone. Johanna Faith Shenick. Angela E. Burfield.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of Diesel Technician, Diesel Technology, Electric Power Generation Technology, Heavy Construction Equipment Technology, Caterpillar Equipment Emphasis, Heavy Construction Equipment Technology, Operator Emphasis, Heavy Construction Equipment Technology, Technician Emphasis, and On-Site Power Generation, all within the School of Natural Resources Management.
Jacob Nathan Barta. Helen R. Dan. Matthew Bryant Fisher. Brian Kyle Gray. Wyatt Evans Gross. Paul W. Heisler. You don't want me to say Ryan? Derek Ryan Kistner. Matter. Yep. Samuel Taft Matter. Gary John Murdoch, Jr. Derek J. Rossbaugh. Jonathan Tyler Shope. Tyler Lee Starkweather. Parik O'Neill Stimpson. Anthony J. Suma. Tyler J. Wilson. David George Winder. Ryan C. Zink. Michael E. Wortel. Derek E. Adams. Adam William Borick. Terrence Eugene Freese. Cody Scott McCullough. Alex Quinn Walmer. Eric James Buckley. Andrew Ryan Kloss. Ryan N. Homan. Dylan L. Kozer. Ryan L. Krautz. Thomas Jared Leibitzer. Grady R. Voigt. Thomas J. Woodward.
Nathan Paul Heinley.
Nathan Paul Heinley. Benjamin James Patton. Tyler Larry Smith. Brandon Lee Wilson. Zachary David Gosnell. Hushin. Ryan A. Hushin. Rory Kevin Kania.
Kays.
Adam Christopher Kays.
Yes.
Caleb J. Reich. D. Aaron Sadler. Cody Lee Shuey. Tanner James Spangler. Linden.
Yeah.
Floyd Lyndon Van Winkle III.
President Gilmore, I present the graduates of Forest Technology within the School of Natural Resources Management.
Benjamin L. Boberg. Cole Marcus Sierra. Matthew R. Crosby. Brent Richard Davison. Anthony D. Haney. Zachary Gerald Hess. Laird. Stephanie Christine Laird. Amy Lynn Moyer. Nathan David Pfeiffer. Tyler D. Scott. Luke Russell Waltman.
President Gilmore, I proudly present the graduates of Ornamental Horticulture, Landscape Technology Emphasis, Plant Production Emphasis within the School of Natural Resources Management.
Bradley Bruce Adam. Daniel A. Endy. Corey Michael Ferrari. Tyler D. Gers.
Yes.
Matthew D. Lowe. Dustin E. Zook. Kelsey Rose Brom. Amy Jo Metrick. Kyle Edward Vanderhoof. And Allison Renee Bites.
As the graduates are making their way back to their seat, I'll make everyone on stage nervous and go off the script a minute. A year ago, after a series of May commencements, I read an article about what college presidents think about when they're shaking hands of everybody coming across the stage. It caught my eye and I thought, well, this one's probably worth reading because I want to see if they all think about what I think about. Unfortunately, it was 100% correct. We don't worry about things like Einstein, because I knew he'd be great getting across the stage today. I don't worry about running out of diplomas, because they count them ahead of time and give me extra. I don't worry about the speaker, because we care about our students and focus on students. But in the top 5 things that the college president thinks about when students walk across the stage, it is shoes. Unfortunately, ladies, it's your shoes. And I want to thank you today, because I only had to hold my breath about twice. However, as the former Division Director of Health Sciences, I will tell you that tomorrow I will hold my breath a lot. No matter how many times we suggest you wear really comfortable, flat shoes, we have really interesting shoes. So I think at some point in time in the future, I'm going to write a little blog on commencement shoes or something. I think they're all back in their seats now, so I can stop ad-libbing. To the more serious things. Your connection to the college does not end today, and I'm pretty confident that you all know that. As graduates, you're members of the Penn College Alumni Association, and as you heard today, alumni make a difference. They make a difference in the world, and they make a difference to Penn College. So I really encourage you to keep in touch with the Alumni Association. You'll do that best via Facebook, of course, and we look forward to welcoming you back for homecoming and other activities where you can come back and share your success. Now, I know you're ready to be done. Not bad on the time today, I just looked. And you'd like to go to dinner, and some of you are going to the awards ceremony this evening. One of the things that's my true honor as the president of this institution is to be the last person to talk to you. So I would ask you to imagine that there's really nobody else here but us. It's that time when I look forward to until it arrives. I think about this time all day long today as I'm getting ready. And I know that it's now sad because it's going to pass rather quickly. And I wish for just a little bit time could stand still, because in just a very few minutes you will leave us. It is rewarding to me to stand here before you and look at all of you and know that this world will be a better place because of you. You are special, not only to the people here today who love you, but you are special because you have skills and opportunities to make a real difference in the world in which we live. I want each of you to make the most of your skills and your opportunities. You certainly can call me an idealist. The mission and the values of our college mean a lot to me. I want you to leave here knowing how important that the values and virtues will be throughout your life. I'm sure to some of you these sound like old-fashioned ideas, especially coming from the leader of a college that embraces new and emerging technologies. But I honestly believe with all my heart that progress is built on a foundation of basic principles that sustain us through generations. We may avoid conversations in our daily lives about steadfast values and virtues because we don't want to be seen as a hypocrite. If we fail to live up to those ideals, or because we don't want to risk offending anyone whose culture or traditions may be different than ours. But in the end, nothing should stand in the way of communicating common values and virtues that strengthen our world. In every culture, every tradition, there is a place for honesty, integrity, compassion, and responsibility. Most importantly, responsibility to help those who cannot help themselves. I would also suggest there is the obligation to leave the world as good or better than you found it. Now, rather than limiting our lives, values and virtues give us all kinds of opportunities. They have the opportunity for us to make a profound difference. When we're able to connect what we know in our head to what we know in our heart, to what we do with our hands, we find true meaning and purpose in our lives. So I hope your Penn College education will help you connect to the knowledge in your head, your heart, and your hands. We all search for meaning. Sometimes we choose careers as designers, as builders, as product makers, as caregivers, operators, service providers, managers, or educators. Each of us wants to serve a purpose. Understanding that our lives have value and committing our talents to making the world a better place are ways that we can begin to live virtuous lives. Each time you choose to do the right thing instead of taking the easy way out, you choose virtue. When you patiently persist in pursuing your goals through good times and bad, you choose virtue. If you want to do more than just survive in this world, if you want to be a person who thrives, and you want to be part of a thriving community, then let every act that you take be a virtuous one. Avoid the traits that are opposite: arrogance, indulgence, complacency, and greed. In every culture and tradition, there is a difference between virtue and selfish living. Our communities need us to be selfless, to be humble servants, even in our success. It is our civil responsibility to live and work in ways that support not only our individual interests, but the interests of our community. As college graduates, as Penn College graduates, you will be leaders in your workplace and your communities. The ways that you express that and your actions will impact the lives of others. Others will follow your example. The great philosopher Socrates said, "The greatest way to live with honor in this world is to be what we pretend to be." Pretending, though, is not enough. Intending to do the right thing later is not enough. We've seen how even the mighty can fall, and when they fail to do what's right, they fail to be who they pretended to be. Who will you be? Your college years have helped you define the kind of person you want to become. But the work does not end today because you earned your degree. How has this college changed you? How will you use your experience to change the world? You are now about to make life-changing decisions. You'll transition from one place and one purpose to another. Your jobs will change, you'll move, you'll meet new people, you'll start families, grow bigger families. One day, you'll even plan for your retirement. All of the decisions, all of your transitions, the same questions will arise. Who are you, and what kind of person do you want to be? Be steadfast in your commitment. Be resilient as you face challenges and change your life. Be ready to give your time and your talent to support something greater. In his book, The Way of the Peaceful Warrior, author Dan Millman writes, and I quote, "Use whatever knowledge you have, but see its limitations. Knowledge alone does not suffice. It has no heart. No amount of knowledge will nourish or sustain your spirit. It can never bring you the ultimate happiness or peace. Life requires more than knowledge. It requires intense feeling, constant energy. Life demands the right action if knowledge is truly to come alive." And I end the quote. Today, you become part of a proud tradition as you join the Penn College Alumni Association. For nearly 100 years, we have been changing lives and impacting communities. Please stay in touch and let us know how you make a mark on the world. It's really time now. I can't really keep you here much longer. So, class of 2012, you are now part of a valued and virtuous history of the Pennsylvania College of Technology. Please go out into the world and make us proud. Congratulations.
I invite those who are able to stand. Gentlemen, remove your caps, and everyone to join in the singing of the Penn College alma mater. The words may be found on page 2 of your program.
Nestled in our mountains fair, on the Susquehanna, stands our beacon shining through, alma mater, gray and blue. As the years continue on, we will sing this song of praise, and forever treasure our proud Penn College days.
Thank you. Please be seated and remain seated until the platform party has recessed. We ask that the audience remain seated while the graduates exit next. The ushers will conduct your recessional, and we ask that the graduates continue all the way to the street so that you'll be able to connect with your family more easily. Best wishes and congratulations.